welcome back to another Writer's Edition. This is lesson 2. If you have not seen part 1, it'll definitely be in one of the suggestion videos, which will be here or here. You can definitely go check them out. And I do have, which I did go over a little bit in our last video, which was posted today. If you are watching it, our Writer's Edition lesson is a little late. But hopefully you guys still do enjoy them. I am still keeping them up every Thursday. They might just be uploaded in the morning on Fridays, but I will still try to keep them going. But I will have our other Writer's Editions, which are just going over a little bit of what I like to do. They are not broken down like these videos are. But if you would like to see them, I will definitely leave them right here or right here, which will be throughout the video. If you have not seen today's video, which was on Thursday, I would definitely go check that out. I did a lot of information about merch and about book 2 and a little bit about my Avon stuff. And I did show some products. If you don't mind going over there and checking it out after you watch this awesome video, I would definitely go do it. So I'm going to get started, and I do have my handy dandy laptop right here with me. If there's any questions or anything, definitely leave them on any of the social medias that I do leave in the description below. I did start in my last video, kind of throughout the video, you would see a little bit of tags to kind of help, kind of pause the video or whatever, so you guys don't have to keep scrolling to the description. But I will keep doing that. I heard you guys do like that, so I will keep doing it. So today is lesson 2, part 2, and if you've missed our first one, you can definitely go back and watch it. It is available forever. I do not take it down. I will not. But if you are new and everything, don't forget to subscribe and comment and share our awesome YouTube. And another thing is if you do not have YouTube, I do post these on our Facebook page, and I make sure I do it the next day, so YouTube gets their day and Facebook gets their day. So I definitely post most of my videos on there for friends and family who do not know how to work YouTube or just don't like YouTube, so I just post it on there as well. And I'm going to get started, and today's topics are mostly going to be just little topics here and there. I will pause through each time to answer questions, and I will definitely be able to say this is what you need to know, this is what you'll learn, and everything. I'm just gonna get that pulled up while you guys get ready. I can definitely say it's amazing to be able to help you guys write and learn and be able to get the awesome stuff going. Okay, so we're going to start with the first topic, which is characters. And this is where you are going to come up with your first 4 people. And you want in your first few chapters of your book. Now note, this can be real people, this can be made up people, this can be just anything that comes to mind, and it doesn't have to be people. It could be like animals, it can be like stick figures. I mean, it can be anything that you want it to be. It can be animals, it can be, an object, it could be just whatever you think you want your characters to be. And this is where you will come up with any names and ideas, and this is where I want you to take the next, I want to say the next 20 seconds to write down any names or any like cute names or character names that you may use or you may not. And I'm going to scroll down to the next topic, which is going to be chapters. And as you're writing down, you have only a few seconds left. I try to give you all a little bit more seconds and a little bit of a few minutes, to kind of, if you're kind of on a roll and you have a bunch of names that you may use, you may not. I kind of like to give you all a little few minutes, but I will keep going, but I won't go as fast. And this is where you're not going to be judged on anything, like I said in lesson 1. Brainstorming and starting your rough draft and everything, you're not judged on it, you're just getting started. And I'm sure what you have now is very awesome. It's very, you know, you're kind of getting that roll going. You're kind of like, ooh, this is awesome. I want to use this. I want to use this in this part. I can definitely say I'm sure your book is probably coming amazing, and you're just slowly putting all the pieces together. And in the second topic, which is chapters, this is another topic that will be the kind of hard to stick with you. But it's all good. By the time we are on lesson 5, you guys will be proud of writing your own awesome book. Being able to share it with the world and friends and family. You have as many chapters in your book as you want, but the limit is 20 chapters in a normal book. I'm sure there's more chapters in any type of book. That's just kind of the research that I have found and that I know is kind of, you know, kind of to go on, so you're not writing such a big book. But I mean, if your book is awesome and people just want to keep reading and keep reading, like, is there like more, you know, is there like bonus chapters? I could definitely say you might want to write another sequel, or you can be like, hey, there might be, you know, book 2. And this is where I'm going to ask you guys a question. And these 2 topics that we just talked about, what is something you do different about the first person in your book? What is something that you would do different as of your first chapter? Say you already have your first chapter done and you're halfway through your second chapter. What is something you would do different for the first person that is in your book? This is where you can write anything down. Your answer may change, it may not, it may stick, it may be different. It could, you know, there's really no right or wrong answer. This is just a question for, okay, this is something I can either work on, I can either make it more as a main character, or this character might need, you know, a little nitpick in there a little bit to kind of make your book show and be like, hey, you know, what's something I can show my book that this character is, you know, the main character. I kind of use that a little bit in book 1 and book 2 of mine. So I would definitely, you know, kind of stick with it and then be like, okay, well, what can I change? Kind of like what I did in book 2, which I'm hopefully very excited to share it with you guys. I did go over a little bit of that in our last video. I would definitely go watch it. And this is where we're going to get on to the third topic. And the third topic is pages. And this is where it's going to get a little tricky for you. And this is how many pages of each chapter have you written, or how many pages you are willing to use for each topic in the chapter. Normally, each chapter can hold up to 10 pages, which is normal for a book. And most book writers love to make their chapters longer or shorter. With me, I kind of made mine shorter. For each of my chapters, I think, and a few may have 5 pages, but I kind of limited down to 4. I kind of set my goal to, okay, well, I want, like in my first book, there was 7 chapters, and I want them to have 4 pages. But if I wanted to pick 2 chapters, I think I picked 2, it might be 3. I picked, you know, my either 2 or 3 favorite ones, and I'm like, okay, I may add a longer pages. That might be a longer chapter. So I might be like, okay, well, it might be either 4.5 pages or it might be 5 pages. That's when I kind of like jot down like, okay, do I want this chapter? That is something I would definitely recommend. I would definitely, you know, kind of make one chapter a little longer than the other, or, you know, make your last chapter a little longer. I could definitely say it does work, it does help. But you can do whatever you would like. Those are just my suggestions. I know in my last book, everyone really loved it and how it was just very equal to everything, and I did get a lot of feedback on it. I can say that. And I enjoyed writing, you know, my first one and my second one. And this is where I'm going to ask another question. If you guys want to know these questions, I will have them tagged throughout the video, so you can pause it and write these down, so you guys don't have to keep pausing the pause button, to where you can actually, you know, see it, and it'll be there for a minute or two, so you guys can definitely just write it down and kind of keep going over and over it, and not studying it, but be able to get that feedback, like, oh, I need to, you know, what do I think of it now after, you know, doing lesson 1 and 2. And the next question is, what is your goal on how many pages you would like to have in your book? And this does go back to the third topic. How many pages would you love to have? Like, what is a goal you could have? Like, okay, well, I want 5 pages, you know, for my first book. So each chapter will have 5 pages, or I want 6 pages. That's a goal that, you know, you can set either now, or, you know, it can definitely change. I will ask that question again in lesson 5. I'll kind of go over some of the questions again in our last lesson to kind of see, you know, like, has anything changed? Can you see a difference? And in the fourth topic is essay. And what I mean by essay is when you can start writing your first page of your book, and how you want it to sound like when people read it, who is listening to it. And this is still brainstorming. It's just more in depth of how you want your book to stick. And this is when, I mean, you're still brainstorming. This is when you're writing like a school essay, or a paper for school, or a paper for work. It's kind of like you're putting everything together, to where you're making that first character happen, you know, that first place it happens in. You're definitely getting everything all in one chapter. And it doesn't mean you have to, you know, oh, what about, you know, second chapter, or, you know, the third chapter. That'll all come together once you realize you have your first chapter. Like, it's ready to go, you're ready to, you know, share it with that one person who's been very honest and open and not very judgmental about it. And then you can be like, okay, I have chapter 1 ready. Now I can go on to chapter 2. And that's what I love about sharing all this with you guys, and being able to be like, okay, you know, I can share this, and then I can start brainstorming for, you know, the second chapter, and doing this and that for, you know, to continue. And something, or to make a change in your book, you can use those same tools on your book. You can use like the brainstorming, you can use, you know, like I said in the chapter 1, you can definitely add more circles to your brainstorming page. I am still looking for a brainstorming paper to kind of give you a little bit more of an example of tools. I'm still looking, but if you have any recommended, anything like that, definitely leave those in the comments, either on our Facebook page or on our last Instagram. If we do have comments on our videos, you can definitely leave them there. I would love to see them. And I just want to say, so in our last video, if you did see it or not, it's all good. I stated I would ask the same question on each lesson, and as we continue to gather all information about your book, and the same question is, what do you think so far about your brainstorming ideas you have came up with or been working on? This is not a right or wrong answer. It can be just whatever you think is so far. This is a question that I would love to ask you guys each time. And in each lesson, I might mix it up a little bit, but I'll give you 2 minutes to write it down. Kind of, either add to your last answer or come up with a completely new one, which is fine with me. You can do whatever. I will give you all 2 minutes to write it down, and I will definitely kind of go over some merch information, and then I have another 2-minute question, or you could say a 2-minute challenge for you guys. But I'm definitely going to let you all do that while I get this next question going. And I'm going to go over a little bit of merch and update it a little bit. I already did a little bit of updating on book 2 in the last previous video, which will be somewhere right here or right here. I do leave suggestions of favorite videos you guys love or suggest other people to watch. If there is one that you would like someone to watch, I would definitely love to recommend it. Just leave me a comment on our Facebook or our Instagram, and I'll love to get all that for you. And I'm going to give y'all another minute to go over that answer. Just like I said, it is no right or wrong answer. I know it can be challenging to kind of, make sure you do have a right answer and not a wrong one, but it's just to help you build your book and not feel like you're second guessing on your book. And I'm going to go over, which most of you guys know, I may recreate, which I want to know if y'all would love to see a reenaction to when I first started YouTube. That is a video I may use as like a reenaction, but if you guys don't know, I did start out my first book, and I do want to make a video about that, so I won't go more in depth in it, but I do have the first few chapters of book 1 in this, which is my comprehension notebook that has, I don't want to say, but it does have a chapter that never made it in book 1. It's almost a full chapter that never made it in book 1. I may go over that, maybe, later down the road, kind of, give y'all a little bit more sneak peeks. But I do have in here a little bit of information for today's video, and how I will go over it. And I do want to say I would love to know a little bit more information that you guys would like to know about any writer's lessons. If there's anything you want me to go over or give y'all time. And I'm going to go over merch, which I did say previously in the previous video. I am not going through free prints. You guys know how much I love that app. I love how you can do over 85 or almost 90 pictures for free. The most I've ever paid for shipping, which is all you pay for, is $5, and I do have a promo code with them, and I will leave that either up here or down here, and I do put it in the description below for anyone who wants to, save it for later or, use it as a Mother's Day gift. They do have 2 other apps. One is Photo Tiles, and I can never think of the other one. I want to say it's Photo Book. I do use both of them, and my promo code is good for both of them, for all 3 apps. So I would definitely recommend downloading it. I was doing shirts through them. I may still do, but I am using Bonfire, which is an amazing website. It is awesome. It is free to sign up. And they have awesome different types of t-shirts, from tank tops to the unisex t-shirts to baseball t-shirts to just your normal plain, kind of loungewear t-shirts, to hoodies, to your long sleeves. They have from handbags to pet clothing to snapbacks to baseball caps and, little grocery bags. They have just about everything. So I have 2 campaigns running, one for merch and the other one is for merch as well. If you would like and love to order a t-shirt, I'll have the link to our merch in the description. I am trying to sell 39 t-shirts. Actually right now it's 38. And if you would love to kind of reach that goal and to sell all t-shirts so everyone can get their shirt and be awesome to share it out there. And I do have book 1 and book 2 cover on there. I may add a little bit more after this campaign, but hopefully we do sell out so everyone can get their awesome and amazing shirts. I can definitely recommend. It is an awesome site to sell merch on. The owners and the managers and stuff are very awesome, very helpful. I can definitely say they will help you out as much as you need. You can ask any question at any time. They do have a live chat. If you're not, you know, like if you don't know how to work something or you need help setting up something, they will definitely help you. So I'm going to go over our last answer or our last question, and then go over a little bit more of updates. And this is going to be, I want to say, our 3-minute challenge. In this next 3 minutes, I want you to come up with about 50 names. They can be random or made up that you would use or wouldn't use or maybe use in your book. And I will pop up some examples. They'll be, you know, kind of all right in here or just, you know, like around me. But I will pop up some examples that I have not used but would love to give y'all examples of and be able to be like, here's a good, you know, name you might use. Or here's a challenge name that, you know, you could use for your book. So I'll give you about 3 minutes to go over about 50 names, and I will let y'all do that, and I will go over a little bit more information for y'all. You can just listen and kind of just keep writing. Don't worry. I will keep y'all entertained while you come up with amazing names. If you would like me to hear some of your names, you can definitely, you know, send me a screenshot or just message me like, hey, this is how many names I came up with. And I, you know, appreciate, you know, like these, you know, name challengings. I am going to come up with a little game for each lesson, kind of towards the end of the videos, like, hey, this is, you know, our lesson challenge, or this is what's going to be today's game. So I will definitely recommend a few ideas from y'all. And I do want to, after we do these writers lessons, I do want to do a live party on our Facebook page to kind of go over book 2, show y'all what it looks like, and show off some merch and play a few like book games. Kind of like, do you know this character, or kind of guess this character. I may come up with a few games for y'all to enjoy and everything. I'll give y'all another 2 more minutes. I think it's been 2 to 1 minute. But don't worry, I'm not rushing. I'm still going over things, so you're all good. And as I'm looking out, I'm just looking over notes. Don't worry. I can definitely say it's been amazing to work with not just Bonfire, as you guys know, I just went over that, and the merch situation, and I know y'all have probably watched my last video. I am still an Avon representative. If you guys would love to get in on my Mother's Day giveaway, I am giving a mother a special item, not just a special item, but a special gift for a special lucky loved one, or, you know, like a friend or a family. I do have all that on my Avon Facebook page, and I would love to share my Avon store with you guys. I do go over a few products on my last video, and we are getting some new items. I'm very excited. I do come up with little challenges throughout the days, and tomorrow I am going to go over some of our new products, which I do not have yet, but I do have a few with me. I do not have them on hand right now, but I will definitely show them once I do get them. And another thing is I'm still going to try to post at least 3 times a week. I know in one of my videos, as which is not on here no more. I did try to figure out that Get Ready With Me video. I'm still trying to work with it, but I may redo it. I did post in there that I was going to do 4 days, but now I'm only going to do 3 days. Thursdays is our writer's editions, so I will definitely keep Thursdays as that. Tuesdays is usually like our updated videos to where, you know, like we sit, we hang out, we chill. I still want to keep Tuesdays as that, and Saturdays is probably going to be like our random mixture of a bunch of videos. I may post, you know, a video here and there extra. I do have a bunch of video ideas from you guys and, you know, from my ideas. I will definitely try to come up with a lot more. I do have a vlog camera that I did release in the last video. I'm in love with it. I can't wait to start using it. I do still have my big camera, as you can see, but I will definitely keep updating you guys on that, and hopefully you guys came up with a bunch of names already. I'm very excited to either see them, hopefully one day, maybe after lesson 4, I may do a live lesson 4 or lesson 5, part 5 edition, to kind of see how y'all are doing and how y'all are coming up with everything. I know most of y'all love these type of videos. I love making them. This is going to be a little bit of a short video, but you will still get your full 30 minutes. And I hope you have an awesome day. I know you guys are probably seeing this a little late by now, but have an awesome Friday. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you guys back in our next video. And hopefully you were able to comment and share this, and stay safe, stay positive, and in further ado, you know, I will see you in our next video.